with us. You look at these numbers. So in the regular season, these teams racked up 16 technicals in 4 games. In game 3 alone, we had 8 technicals and 3 ejections. How, as a player, do you approach a matchup when there is an emotional component to it?
Well, as a player,
To this game, and if they find themselves in a 3-1 hole, well, then we all know what happens after that. So you got to learn how to control.
Control.
the
Janet
emotions.
Jackson. Control.
I like that.
Yeah,
We've been talking about that with Draymond Green for it seems like years now, right? Control those emotions and make it work for you. So Rockets also find themselves in a T1 hole. Isn't that right, Matt Berry?
They do find themselves in a...
Yeah, on a Sunday. There are those that dream, and then there are those that do. Sebastian Terry, a 35-year-old Australian native, you could say counts as both after starting an adventure of a lifetime back in 2006.
Okay, so while traveling the world in pursuit of completing an ambitious list of 100 things, Seb discovered the meaning of his mission would go far beyond finding his own happiness. Here's this week's SC Featured, the list.
Please,
Oh,
sweet.
Barry's
He's so
romantic.
sweet.
Hey, I am what I am. What can I say?
Grandkids
That's
and
just
wife,
how
exactly.
He
Like
got,
what you got.
he got the golf out of the way early.
It's just how I am.
What about the things you shared with Darren and I off?
That's the bucket list. That's one you need a bucket for.
Ricky, fire away. What do you want to...
Oh, you know, I love snowmobile. That didn't work out very well.
That didn't work out all the time. But I want to be in that space where, you know, that I just can't control the situation. Like, deep sea diving is...
Really want to skydive, but I'm going to go to Tokyo this summer,
Tokyo's
and
a
that's
good
going to
one.
check a mark off, right?
I do want to play the old course. That was on my list. I want to play the old course at St. Andrews.
We never talked about that. I'm Scottish too, Barry.
Is that
Take
right?
me with you. Yeah,
Well,
Duncan. It doesn't get more Scottish than that.
No, you're exactly right.
Play golf in a kilt.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, we appreciate your perspective.
you.
More Sports Center. Proud of that not slide.
You.
Yeah. Still more to come on the show as we take a look at one of the greatest comebacks in NBA playoff history and a rant for the ages. But first, as we said earlier, baseball has started. Here's a look at some of the images from the first month of the season.
Right? He was clearly fine for that, but his team rallied and paid for it.
You got some good mouth breathing there, too, at the end.
Absolutely.
Because he was fired up. That's going to do it for this edition of SportsCenter's Top Plays of the Month. Here's some data for you. If you missed any part of the show, check your program.
Uncle Remus.
How about Isaiah Thomas?
Oh, he's insane.
What a great story he's been. Obviously, he lost his sister earlier in the month, and he's been playing with that with the Celtics, battling on as they continue their postseason run. Do the Celtics. Speaking of not having teeth, you know who doesn't have teeth often?
Who?
Hockey players.
That's true.
And that works out because the NHL playoffs have also started. And a really special moment, Elle, happened in Edmonton.
It did. I love this. So Canadian country music singer Brett Kissel, he was supposed to sing the American national anthem, and then the microphone did not work. And what happened next was something that would have never happened in America. Fantastic moments from the first month of the Stanley Cup playoffs. When we come back, we're going to get our moment of the month. I wanted to show some love to the A's because no one pays them any attention. That is coming up.
And anytime I can hang out at a golf course, I will.
Okay.
So that's a little tease for my top play of the month.
Got it.
But first, the only thing more popular than the top 10, the not
Yes.
top 10. Here's